Truth is that we are on an ascending cycle towards higher spiritual consciousness. And that's one of the reasons why this year especially has been such a year where there's been a cleansing, and so many things that were buried in our own consciousness individually and as humankind and the world around us have been brought to the surface, because we can't carry some of that negativity and that old way of thinking into the next stage of our evolution. We've got to let some of that go. And that's why we've seen some of those topics, whether it's been things about racism, start to come out. There's been a light shining on them because it's time for us to change. We've also seen that things to do with the planet and looking after this world, our home, nature, looking at global warming, plastic use, all those things have come up, looking after animals. And all of these are signs towards our growth, because as a species, we're becoming more and more conscious and we're evolving to becoming closer towards our souls. So although this time is a very tough time, you can think of it as an intense time of spiritual growth for all of us in our own lives, where some of our karmas, our challenges, our battles are all suddenly exposed in front of us. But if through that we're able to find the wisdom within us and we're able to learn the lessons spiritually that we need to learn to evolve, then it's actually going to free us and it's going to take us to a better space. And that's what I want our Surya Namaskars to represent today. It's us evolving towards the light, towards understanding. And that's why there's even that shift of religion as well. Those old ways where religions divide, those are no longer going to work today. Today we need spiritual unity among people, and it's not a battle between my way versus your way, my scripture versus your scripture. Yoga is that force that is all about unity. So no matter what religion you come from, no matter what your beliefs are, there is a space for you here that is filled with love. And that's what I think a lot of us can learn in our own ways as a world, to realize that if you think about the irony in the sense that we've all been forced to kind of isolate ourselves a lot this year from social contact, and we've seen actually how unnatural that feels, and how actually our heart's desire is to unite, to connect with other people, but not just our family. One of the lessons we can learn is to go beyond that and to see the whole world as our family and try to bridge those gaps between generations, between cultures, between nations, and be less judgmental of other people and carry less concepts in our minds of this is right, this is wrong, it's my way. Everything ultimately, God isn't going to sit there and divide everyone. Everyone is his child, according to yoga. So the way forwards is one where there is much more understanding, much more compassion, much more tolerance, much more patience, forgiveness. And these are the characteristics that in each of our lives, I'm sure we can find a way to strengthen in our close relationships, and also in our attitudes, our mindsets, and get rid of those things that we may have picked up from our childhood, from other people, and start to instead question some of these beliefs and find our own truths within us that connect and resonate with us going forwards. So for me, that's what Surya Namaskar today is all about. It's all about our own journey, individually and as a whole, as a community, together towards the light.